Let's start the training. In chapter 1 we are going to see Linux history, Linux philosophy, Linux community, Linux terminology and Linux distribution. Before we begin, the goal of this training is to help you become familiar with Linux operating system, as well beyond being a casual personal user of Linux. An introduction. Linux is a free open source computer operating system initially developed for Intel 32-bit operating system, and further it was developed for all platforms. In this section, you will become familiar with how Linux evolved from a student project into massive effort with enormous impact on today's world. Linux history. In 1991, the student named Linus Torvald was built a project named System Kernel. In 1992, Linux was relicensed using general public license, and by combining the kernel with other system components from GNU project, numerous other developers created a complete systems called Linux distributions in mid-90s created for fully free computing and for open source software development. After that, in 1998, major companies like IBM and Oracle announced their support for Linux platform and began major development efforts as well. Today, Linux powers more than 80% of servers and supercomputers on the internet. The majority of smartphones via the Android system, which is built on the top of Linux. Linux philosophy. Linux borrows heavily from the Unix operating system because it was written to be a free and open source version of Unix. Linux is fully multitasking and multi-user operating system with building networking and service processes known as daemons in the Unix world. The Linux community is a far-reaching ecosystem consisting of developers and system admins. Among the most popular are Linux user groups, internet relay chat, online communities and discussion boards, news, free tutorials and user tips. Linux terminology. When you started exploring Linux, you will soon come across some unfamiliar terms like distributions, bootloader, desktop environment, etc. We must these terms in starting stage to understand further sessions. Kernel. Kernel means glue between hardware and application. Simply I will say interacts with hardware and applications. Example, Linux kernel. Distribution. Collection of programs which combine with Linux kernel to make a Linux based operating system. Example, Redhat, Ubuntu and MintOS. Bootloader, which implies a program to run operating system. Example, GRUB and ISO Linux. Bootloader is a startup for any operating system. It is common to all OS. Service. Program that runs as a background process. Example, HTTP and FTPD service. Services are run in background, which useful to run FTP server to transfer data from one server to another server. File system. File system is nothing but a method to storing and organizing files. For example, there are different formats of file systems are there. There are ext3, ext4, XFS, NTFS and FAT. Xwindow. Xwindow and desktop environment is same, both are same, but Xwindow is a toolkit. Desktop environment also made by this Xwindow only. Provide a standard toolkit and protocol to build a graphical interfaces nearly all Linux systems among the world. Command line. It is an interface for typing commands on the top of the Linux operating system. Shell is a command line interpreter that interprets command line input and instruct to operating system to do necessary tasks and commands. Linux distribution. A full Linux distribution consists of kernel plus a number of other software tools for file related operations, user management and software package management. Each of these tools provides a small part of complete system. Each tool is often its own separate project with its own developers working to perfect that piece of system. Linux is a combination of support services, generic proprietary applications such as drivers, Adobe Flash Player, generic free applications such as Bash, LibreOffice, Xwindow, distribution specification applications such as package management and configuration utilities, manuals for applications, commands, configuration, etc. Services associated with Linux distributions. The vast variety of Linux distributions are designed to cater to many different audiences and organizations according to their specific needs and tastes. Linux supports a commercial and community services. Commercial is paid version, community is free version. So Oracle, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, and SUSE Enterprise Linux, Ubuntu commercial support. These are the commercial, and they give a support for any time to, if you have any error from OS, they support in commercial services only. In community, not like that. We only face that if you have any issues means CentOS, OpenSUSE, and Ubuntu community support. Anyway, we come to summary. In summary, I specified today session's complete details. Linux borrows heavily from Unix operating system, and Linux accesses many features and services through files and file-like objects. Linux is fully multitasking and multi-user operating system. Linux community is a far-reaching ecosystem for developers and system admins. Some of the common terms used in Linux is a kernel distribution, bootloader service, file system, extended desktop environment, and command line. The full Linux distribution consists of kernel plus a number of other software tools for file-related operational management and software package management. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe.